morning, guys. It is Donna from Finding Your Own Magic. I posted a video yesterday about normalizing good news, and this is sort of an addendum to that video about how you kind of get yourself in that zone and that state to receive good news as much as you can. You know, a big thing for me is, and I've said this a million times before, I don't watch the news. Most of the things I see are on Facebook, hence my post yesterday was about how much negativity I've seen. And I will tell you, like, I will scroll through and see certain articles or whatever, and I actively choose to say, nope, not going to give into that fear, not going to listen to that. Because guess what happens when you do give into that fear and you keep reading that fear? Guess what the universe is going to deliver? Exactly what you ask for. It's going to deliver more fear and anxiety. If you choose not to look at that and don't be a part of it, trust me when I tell you, like, you'll start to see the good, or you'll just see neutrality. You just won't go into fear and anxiety, and maybe that's just what we need right now, is just not dipping into it. Because trust me, I'm you know, human like everybody else, so I have my moments of doubt and fear, and I kind of go into that, and guess what? I get more fear and anxiety. You pay for it. So notice, again, what you're cultivating by what you're paying attention to. And what do you want your world to be like? What do you want to be surrounded in? Fear and anxiety, or joy and, you know, positivity? Or neutrality. It doesn't have to be rainbows and sunshine, but maybe just not dipping down. Maybe we just stay here, and that's fine. That's a beautiful, perfect start. Step one. One day of no fear and anxiety, and see how you feel. How I go about retraining my brain, because you have to understand, you have your conscious, I love learning about the brain. You have your conscious mind and you have your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind runs 95% of the show, and it will cause you to self-sabotage. It will cause you to make bad choices, self-sabotage, if you don't kind of become aware of it and start to train it. Because what's in your subconscious mind, like all of the conditions, all of the limiting beliefs, everything you've been raised to believe about the world, until you kind of take charge of it and start to retrain it and give it a different path, give it a different focus. So, and the way you do that, A, become aware of it. And for me, a huge thing is like, I don't want to say positive affirmations, because that feels so rainbows and sunshine, but I do a lot of hypnosis from YouTube or anything like that. When I wake up first thing in the morning, I pop the earbuds in and I listen to those sort of things that kind of go into that subconscious and tap in and put in new suggestions. You know, we have all these limiting beliefs. You tap into the subconscious mind and be like, hey, we don't have to believe all of these things we've been told. We don't have to believe that we need to work hard in order to get money. That's a condition. All of these things, you know, weight loss, money, all of these things are all stemming from that subconscious mind and what we hold there, and we need to retrain it. So hypnosis on any of the subjects you want to kind of work on. Happiness, of course, is a big one. So any positive affirmations. Meditation is a great way to calm the mind. So then at least you stop all of the freight train. I know it's hard. And most days you will meditate and it'll still feel like a freight train. But if you get one split second of clarity and stillness, that is still better than nothing. That one moment of clarity can build and grow in multiple ways. So don't discredit yourself if you struggle meditating. I do 95% of the time. Don't believe anybody who says, oh, you know, you just sit down and you're in a cloud. It's not the case. Even years after doing it. It's a struggle. It's a practice just like anything else. And that always brings me, and I've said this multiple times before, we think our default setting is happiness, so we get frustrated when we have to work at it. But think of, like, we're inundated with negativity all the time. We're battling these 95% of our brain of these old conditioning and old structures that we have. Yes, you have to work to break out of that. So when we think happiness is a work and a challenge, we think like something's wrong. That's not the case. We're just like building and recultivating this new self that you want, this new path. And these, talking about my therapist often said, you have to regroove your brain. Your brain is going this way. So in order for it to now go that way, so that's negativity and fear, and this is positivity, you have to regroove it. That's not easy. That takes time and effort and work. And it's worthy work, but it's still work and it's still effort. So when you feel that sort of like, sometimes positive affirmation is the last freaking thing I want to listen to in the morning. But I just got a call, but I'm back. So like those positive affirmations are the last thing I want to listen to, but I will tell you if I skip them or if I miss them, like you'll eventually pay for it, even if not in one day. Usually they'll carry on for like a little while, but then you'll start to feel that little dip back into negativity, and then you got to pull yourself back Every time it's pulling yourself back. And I will say, I used to take dips, and I would be in dips for like months. Now I can sort of get out of it in a couple hours, maybe a day or two if worst case scenario. But the more you learn how to do this and get yourself out of it and help yourself, the quicker the rise back up is. So, and isn't that worth all of the effort to be happy? That's my message today. That was a long one. I hope this helps you in any way. Comment below if you resonate with any of this, or there's anything you do to help retrain your brain, and I will talk to you later. All right, bye.